Our world is three-dimensional, but our primary perception is not. When we see the world, whether through our eye or a camera lens, in principle, we are taking a sample of light from a single point in space. We know what direction each ray of light comes from to reach that point, but not how far it came. Without magnitude, direction is a two-dimensional quantity which can be represented by the surface of a sphere. Surfaces without volume can exist in three dimensions, but only have two. The world as we see it is this kind of surface, a sphere centered on our sample point, also called our perspective, point of view, vantage point, the observer, the camera, etc. Astronomers call the surface the celestial sphere, a term we can borrow even for non-celestial observations. I have sometimes called it the sphere of observation. The celestial sphere is important because it's the sum total of all possible observations from one location expressed in their purest form. For example, size cannot be directly observed in units of length like feet or meters, only units of angle like degrees or radians. Length in the real world must be calculated or deduced. That's why it's so easy to fool the eye with forced perspective. On the celestial sphere, the directions of up and down form two opposing points on the vertical axis. Eye level forms what's called an orthodrome, or a great circle, perpendicular to this axis. A great circle is coplanar with the center of its sphere, and cuts the sphere in half like an equator. The Earth's horizon also forms a circle on the celestial sphere. At sea level, both round earthers and flat earthers agree that it's a great circle, the same as eye level. The question is whether it drops away as we rise through the atmosphere, which on the celestial sphere would turn it from a great circle into a small circle, one whose plane does not intersect the center of the sphere. Considering these complexities, the argument about whether the horizon looks flat or curved becomes very silly. These terms as used are highly ambiguous for a figure drawn on the celestial sphere, a surface that is itself already curved. We can only be certain of their meaning after we add another, much worse layer of complexity.